these kind of lineups usually go either completely into the pushing team's favor or they just fall apart for them and nothing works. Because if you stop the initial pressure of the Pugna, of the Dragonite, of the Furion, like then it gets much easier for you if you are Bo3. However, their late game, even with the Troll and Ember, can be a little bit not the best. It can be scary versus the Pugna because you do have that Decrepify to deal with the Troll very well and mitigate his damage even when he uses that ulti of his.
Be interested to see too if Zaxa over here is going to be able to get some good steals, like Burrow Strike, of course, is one of the favorites that Rubik can pick up.
I mean, it's Zaxa Rubik, this guy.
Rubik.
Like, we've been praising this guy quite a lot, and when it comes to this tournament, he's definitely been one of the best position fours.
K is cute? K is cute. Oh boy, this is going to be our first blood.
Well,
Ace welcomes that. Yeah, the tips come out.
How come it's Kezcute?
Even Fervian sends one to his own teammate.
How come it's Kezcute playing the Sand King 4 now and not the usual position 4 that plays the 4?
Maybe he's more comfortable on it. Maybe they thought they needed to mix things up a little bit.
It happens. Sometimes when you have a position 4 and 5 player, they can usually play 4 just as well. But some heroes are better suited for one player, some are better suited for the other, and that's why I believe this time around it's Kezcute on that Sand King.
We'll see if he can make some nice plays.
Yeah, I mean, this lane, Sand King plus Slash, this goes back to Dota 1. This used to be one of the best lanes ever. The problem is you're playing it into a Juggernaut. Like, he has that built-in BKB, so he doesn't really care way too much about your stunts. And you have PPD on that Furion. He did well with Furion before, so I wouldn't be surprised if he just zones these two out with the Blightstone, with these pesky little, what are these, like Christmas trees?
His little tree babies, as I like to call them. Well, you're going to just be able to farm them up, though. That is not good. You don't want them just getting that free gold each time.
Yeah, they're using all their spells to get rid of the trees, and it's definitely worth it, because if you don't, they just zone you out. That Blightstone and 27 damage is pretty hard for you to deal with if you don't just kill them off instantly.
Right. Middle lane just trading hits back and forth between Fata and Makoto. Nothing too crazy there right now. I think won't see too much action until they get a couple levels on them.
Yeah, Ember actually shouldn't have way too many problems versus the Fata Pugna here on this lane, and that's one of the reasons why NIP, they didn't pick their heroes instantly. They were kind of considering all of their options, who's gonna go mid, who's gonna go offlane. In the end, it is the 3-3 on that Dragonite. 3-3 on position 3 with 3 mangoes on that offlane. It has a lot of regen. That hero is actually, like, once he gets that level 3,
we got a lot of threes going on. I'm sensing a theme here.
and that Dragon Blood level 2, there you go.
Just no 2-2s.
No 3 2-2s, yeah. Like, he's gonna have so much regen that it's gonna be very hard for Troll Warlord to zone him out, even with his high right-click damage.
Zaxa will have to be a little bit careful here, though.
Yeah, the problem for 3-3 and Zaxa is the fact that they don't really have a lot of kill potential here. Perhaps if Kotal is out of position and you catch him off guard, but even then it's not very easy.
We've been seeing a little bit more passive of matches in the last couple series that
Yeah,
we've
right?
seen, so.
Like, in the past couple of days, the beginning of the games have been very passive. Like,
Yeah, first day was a bloodbath. This one, though, everyone seems to be very measured, very conservative with the fighting.
Like, average first blood is like minute 4 at least, I believe.
Right. Did get it a bit earlier this time around just because of the fact that Kezcute maybe, you know, was a little bit too excited to see that jug in the bottom line.
Yeah, he wants to use his stun. He's a Sand King. Understandable. Didn't play 4 in a while either.
Kezcute, he's trying to get himself away. Has the Burrow Strike. He's actually going to stay alive. Uses a salve.
Ace had him there. Like, if he just continued one more right click with that Battle Fury, would have done it. But instead, he moves back, and because of that, Kezcute survived. And on that mid lane, it's kind of even. Ember has the same CS as the Pugna. PPD just doing a lot of work here on the bottom lane, just zoning them out. Not really pressuring whatsoever.
We're still being really bothersome to Ace. You see the Burrow Strike come out occasionally and the Splitter.
Yeah, you can see the CS, like Juggernaut 11 to 7, Leshrac 9 to 2, and Pugna should be fine.
You have been denied.
Yep, on the bottom lane
Bottom
again.
lane, KezQ trying to run away. They have their own sentry ward over on the side, but it's actually all right.
He is kind of in the no man's land right now, hiding in his own sandstorm. Needs to move away somehow. He doesn't have boots. That's a big problem for him. He started with a stout shield because you know you're dual laning versus the Furion, so you definitely need it. You need to mitigate that damage. You can't start with boots. You have no kill potential with boots. You're just gonna be killed. However, because you don't have boots for such a long time, you can't rotate. It's easier to kill you off once the levels are there. So, yeah.
You get that haste rune secured by PPD. He's gonna use that to his advantage to go and throw out a little harass over onto FPZ. This middle lane, it feels like it's a lot closer than I thought it was going to be because they're both sitting very low. We've seen some regen being ferried out. I know
it is a very close matchup, so it's all about the plays. Like Pugna, you can take down his shield with the blast, but at the same time, Ember can use Sleight of Fist to dodge it, to do something about it. However, like he wasn't really lucky when it came to that, and because of that, Fata so far has been doing quite all right.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Who would you say you think is going to win this?
Well, Jugger might actually...
Oh, Jug, he's got a spin. Be able to grab that rune up.
He actually wins that rune fight. There you go. Ace gets one, Saxa gets the other, and two go also to the side of Boom ID.
It's a nice tidy split.
So far, what's really important is that this Dragonite is doing quite alright. Like he has 26 CS, hasn't been contested whatsoever on this top lane. One of the biggest reasons why that's like that is the fact that this Rubik has been there all the time, fade bolting the troll, so you don't really see a lot of damage coming from him. However, this Pugna on the mid lane.
We need TPs, the slide, he finds the kill, and immediately you see this rotation coming out from Peter and Saxa.
Once that level 6 is there, it's very hard for Pugna to stand and fight the Ember. Once the mana is gone, like you're just dead, he dives him, he kills him, and that's definitely worth it for Mikoto, as he gets that solo kill and the solo experience.
If they had just been like maybe a hair faster to that mid lane, they might have been able to turn it around because they're taking a decent amount of damage from the tower.
Yeah, it's very unfortunate for them because if it did happen, this is a catapult wave as well. They could have pressured this tower so well.
Oh, they still really want Mikoto here. He's going to run right forward though, get a slide off.
I mean, he lost his shield.
There's going to be the lift, the drop back.
Kotl is there as well, just to defend, I believe, just to mitigate this aggression, to shove them away. Jokam is in the right position right now, definitely.
When is Jokam not in the right position?
That's actually very well asked. Like always, whenever with his shakers, he's always there on the right time to fissure save or to fissure block the enemy. This time around with the Kotl, just at the right time to defend the tower too. I'm not saying they would have taken that tower instantly, but they would have done more damage to it for sure.
Bottom lane, Jug has been left alone for a little bit, but the rest of his supports are coming right back in again. Chains get used again on the mid lane on Fata. Just going to push Mikoto back. Fairly quiet. Just everybody farming up.
Yeah.
I would have liked to see maybe the bottom lane be a little bit more aggressive, maybe towards PPD, just because of the fact that, you know, the Jug is just really hard to pin down, right? So you have to kind of go after one of those, like, squishier supports.
Yeah, the problem for PPD, the problem with getting at PPD is the fact he has boots, he has trees, so he's always kind of scouting, he sees you, it's not that easy to get on top of him. And now there's Rubik on the bottom lane too, so you're gonna be able to actually go for this slash rack more than he's able to go on you, as long as Saxa is around.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
There is a Dire War just omnipresent, seeing everything, and because of that, the Lash should be fine too. Saxa probably just gonna control this bottom rune while Lash is playing with the Jug.
Invisibility.
Nice snatch there coming out from the Nature's Prophet.
Really good snatch. If it was something like an illusion, he would have died there, but because it's the Invis rune, he tanks Gaben and goes back alive.
Have you made your daily sacrifice to Gaben today?
Of course I did. I sacrificed 3 couriers this
3
morning.
couriers?
Yeah, in my pubs. That's
What
how
do you
do
think
it.
this is, NA? Mid lane, trying to put some moves over on the Ember. We'll be able to just run
Sand
it
King
out.
is here
There's
as
a
well.
rotation.
That's a big rotation. Basically, whenever you do a thing like this, you should think about the consequences, what's happening on the other lanes. And right now for Bo3, like, it's not too bad. Like, the troll is still gonna be able to stand on his own feet on the top lane all alone. The dragon form has been used, but he's still really not really pressured way too hard. And on the bottom lane Lash as well, just continued farming.
It's interesting because all of this action coming out on different lanes, but nothing's really resulting in too much. It's just mostly...
This is mostly because of the Kotl and his rotations, but we might see something happen on the top lane right now, as the Dragon Form has been used. I'm actually curious why Bo3 isn't responding to this. They should know Dragon Form has been used. You should go top right now.
Do you see a Kotl making his rotation?
Yeah, that's only a Kotl though.
It is only Kotl. Also going to make his way up, and the push is going to begin. All right, we're already seeing the TP come out from the Ember. Makoto going to be able to get the chains off. Saksa, though, has to run himself out. It's going to be the Decrepify getting used as he's going to try to chase down this Rubik. He's got the Remnant. He's going to turn back around, runs right into Joachim. Saksa going to get taken down by the Kotl. Now Fata trying to run himself away here from the Leshreq. He's trying to juke himself around in the trees, but that damage is doing quite a bit to him. Not going to be able to land the Split Earth. He's going to just be able to TP himself out. Is he going to make it in time? No, the Slight comes out from Makoto.
Yeah, that's the response that I was talking about. Bo3, they have to stop them from... Oh, Kotl.
Joachim, he wanted that rune. He might end up paying for it, but in comes the Ember. He's going to be able to provide some backup. They'll take down the Kotl. It looks like Dragon Knight trying to get it out, but they'll be able to get the kill on Nature's Prophet. Makoto's not done yet. He's going to go use that bottle, keep chasing. KSQ going to fall in the bottom lane. Dragon Tail will get used over on the Ember. Still trying to find him. Still has plenty of health and mana. Will just burn down through this tree. He's not going to be able to quite find 33. And again, he's quite tanky.
Yeah, and he has already healed up so much that he can go back and defend this tower. However, this is so good for Bo3. Even after that Sand King, that it really does not matter that much because they defend the top tier 1. They stop them from their first rotation with the Dragon Form, with the Pugna. They also killed the Pugna and a couple more heroes. December, that's why that all happened. This hero is just so powerful early on. He doesn't need money, he just needs levels, and that's what he got. Now Cascute, he's gonna get the Omni Slash and a free trip back to the fountain.
That's a nice way to look at it. No big deal, just a free trip, although FBZ also rotating. Pulse Nova is trying to find Saksa. Saksa, there's not a lot of trees there, but the fog is still available. We'll run right into him, though. He's going to try to get himself away. Not going to be the case.
He's just gone. Ember also porting in. Perhaps he can go for PPD. Never mind. He's just going to help and defend.
Do you see that pressure being placed on the top lane, though? 33 should be able to take this tier 1.
Yeah, and the Pugna on the mid lane. I think this might be maybe the better course of action for NIP. Try to split these pushes. Dragon Knight can push on his own, Pugna can push on his own mid, and then they have to respawn in, like, not even numbers, right? They can't respond as 5 on one side. Then you can pour the Fury on behind, you can respond accordingly on NIP. You see what happens when they have the numbers on Bo3. NIP just crumbles, because this Ember at the moment is just way too powerful. You can't fight into him.
Well, they have a lot of solutions in being able to push down these towers, so...
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
No need to commit the Pugna and the Dragon Knight on the same side.
But KSQ, Sandstorm walks out of it. They even drop a Sentry Ward just in case. The lift comes out, and he burrow strikes himself away.
Sandstorm!
But not going to be able to disjoint that last hit coming out from Saksa.
The Sentry was just still there, and they had the vision on him. KSQ so far, yeah, maybe. Not the best performance on the Sand King so far, considering his position 4-0-0-4-0. He needs to find his farm. He needs to recover somehow. Sand King isn't really the best hero to really do that or to work without levels and net worth.
Do you ever wonder too, we talked about KSQ having the Sand King. That's not typically, the position that he'd be playing in. Do you think it's one of those things where your captain asks, can anyone play this as his position? Can you play this in this position? And you're just kind of like, sure.
It could be one of those situations, definitely. Like, you pick it, you don't like it anymore, and then you just demote it to position 5, right? But overall, it doesn't matter what position you are with Sand King. You should have more net worth at the moment. You should be richer.
It's been a tough game for him.
Actually, Troll is going for that Battle Fury, so he's gonna be that late game scaling hero for Bo3, and they need this. They need someone that's gonna scale well, because Ember is doing all the work right now, But because of him doing all the work, like he can't really farm all the time. He can't really pick these items that are gonna enable him to be that beast later on. Because of that, if the Troll gets the Battle Fury early on, I'm not the biggest fan of that item, don't get me wrong, but at least he's gonna be able to come online a little bit later and perhaps deal with the Jug. And speaking of that Jug, he actually went for a very early item build. He went for drums, he went for Raid Band into Diffusal. This is one of those builds that allows you to fight super early on, but also you don't scale well. So NIP, they look like they're all about right now and these pushes.
And Makoto chasing Saksa around the tower. There's going to be the lift, the follow-up, though, coming from Pugna. They get the Decrepify, they get the Life Drain. We'll be able to use the Slight, though, and they're going to be able to take down Saksa. There's going to be a big Illuminate coming out from the Coddle. They're trying to push him back. They go and drop the Will-O-Wisp, pulling them down slowly but surely. It's just going to allow the Ember to run himself out. Now, they need to get this Coddle out fast, but they're not going to be able to. Jokam will be able to save his Ember.
Dragon Form is up. Ember doesn't have, like, he has 2 remnants but 50% HP, and because of that, his tier 1 on the mid lane should instantly fall. They commit with the healing ward too. So right now NIP's plan is to just push. You can really see it with their item builds as well. They just want to take full control of the map early on. They, like, there's a hood on a Dragon Knight, there's an Atos being built by Pugna. They have no late game scalability with these items.
I'll take your tribute.
BD. He dodges that stun
Oh,
very
it comes
well,
right back in again, but it's a trap. Looks like Ember, he's going to get slowly life drained. The body blocks coming out from 33. They're not going to be able to quite catch him, though, despite that little bit of a slight coming out from the Rubik. Koto?
It was a trap, but at the same time, this is that early game potential Ember with the drums, with the phases. Phases now give you armor as well, and because of that, he pretty much manages to survive through all of that. Even though he was caught out of position, usually your Ember would have died there, but not this one, and he actually played that really well.
Come back and die again.
Okay. There's a sentry dropped by Ace on the bottom lane. He's actually eyeing Cascade, but it's hard for him to go solo for this kill.
A little bit of poking here from 33. Doesn't want to really have to deal with Makoto right now. Fata hiding himself over here in the trees. Is he going to get found? Nope.
The chains are there, but
time. Bottom lane, though, they'll turn this back around over here on Ace. He's going to have to spin TP himself away. There's a lot of damage, though. They find it. They get that kill, and now PPD. He was trying to save a friend, but will actually get taken down as well.
Oh, these kills should not happen. If you are an IP, I believe that your whole game plan is about the early game, and if you are dying to a Troll with the Battle Fury and the Sand King that had 0 items and now has 800 gold with the Tranquils, something's wrong. Ember now on Saksa too.
Saksa tries to get his own steal here. Walk over, find himself this Pugna. Can they turn this around? It's looking pretty good.
No
Makoto,
remnants.
they've got that slight. Oh, but the dropping of the Will-O-Wisp.
Just in time saves the Ember, and they can't really catch him any longer. He had no remnants ready and available any longer, so that Kotal again in the right position at the right time. Jokam, time after time.
Just really, really good instincts on this guy.
Yeah, he sees his allies about to die. He's like, ah, this again. Here you go,
He's the
Will-O-the-Wisp.
Wambulance.
Yeah.
Oh, my team's dying. Where's Jokam?
This Will-O-the-Wisp has been their free out of jail card time after time now.
Do we like it being used as such a defensive item, or would we rather see it be a bit more aggressive?
I mean, considering they are the team that should scale a bit better, I don't mind them being this defensive with it. Also, considering that they have managed to get a couple of pickoffs on the other sides of the map, sure, why not? This is only the Ember that was making action, and he forced 3 heroes around there to actually try and kill him, so it's a good investment for sure. 3-3, however, on the top lane. Has that hood, but I'm not certain if it's going to be enough to save him. He's all alone.
He is all alone, but he is not making friends either, and there's going to be one more hit. Ferbian taking him out.
Yeah, I understand why he was standing there, because a smoke was coming up from NIP. They wanted to connect to him, but they were a little bit late, and because of that, he dies first. There is a pincer movement, but do they actually have the damage for this? Like, the Jug is all alone there. Yeah, he just falls back. On the bottom lane, there's an epicenter. Oh, hello there.
Hello? Is cute.
Guess cute. Oh, sir.
This has just not been a great game for him, though. In the top lane, they managed to get that Pulse Nova. They're going to be able to burn down FPZ.
Love how Dreamcell just tips him there, because basically what Cascute did there, he channeled the epicenter for half of a second and then just stopped, lost all his mana, used Sandstorm, and he was like, all right, what am I doing here? What's happening?
Again, it makes you wonder, you know, is this
It does make you.
Is this a situation where they drafted it and they were like, maybe not, and they're like, hey, you can play this, right? And just like, yeah, sure, why not?
Yeah,
Just a little bit off.
it definitely looks like one of those things. Can you really play the Sand King? Yeah, I can. Just give it to me.
Bad games happen,
2
you know?
minutes later, 0-4-0.
His team, you know, you rely on your teammates to carry you sometimes when things are going a little bit sideways.
I'm being a little bit too harsh on him. He's had a rough game.
A little bit?
A little bit. He's had a rough game. The lane wasn't that easy for him. It happens.
That tree going to scout out quite a bit. Nature's Prophet throws out that Sprout. 33 trying to run himself away. The root's in place. K's cute. Going to be able to help out PPD and that
Easy
eliminate
for
coming
my
through.
boy Cascute.
There you
We
go.
doubted him, but he's showing up right now. And PPD, an old school veteran, just gets obliterated.
Wow.
There you go. Is that enough?
Sure. All right, drums do get picked up on K's now. Feels like they want to go back in on this. Ace.
Yeah, because of the...
They want that rune.
They want that rune, but they don't realize there's a sentry here. And now they do.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh, he's out.
Radiant's middle tower is under
And the Dragon Form also committed. I think Ace should have waited for the Dragon Form first with the Dragon Tail.
Bottom lane, though, Saksa is taking a lot of harass.
And
They're trying to run out. They've got that Remnant. They'll be able to use those chains. Push back. And they'll get the kill, although they're still going to try to follow up here. They have the Jug. They have the Nature's Prophet. And the Will-O-Wisp again comes out, but, you know, the Jug, he's got the Omni Slash. He's going to get pulled into a lot of heroes, though. Needs backup from the rest of his team.
Troll is here,
though. Oh, this is not looking good for Ace. He's trying to run himself away, but he's not going to be able to. And now PPD trying to run himself away into the trees, hide himself out, but this Troll is just relentless, just chasing him down. He's going to be able to go and take him out.
On the top
lane, K's Cute is just, you know, making some space here. 33, chasing after this little Sand King. He's going to burrow strike himself around. They don't have the detection, and he's just going to be able to walk away.
Yeah, the Lash did come to the top lane. He has that heals to start the fight with, but I believe they just need to fall back. Cascute, however, is going for another creep wave. This might be, yep.
That might have been a little bit too greedy. Sax has a Sandstorm.
He's pretty tanky
Cute.
though, but
He's
yeah.
still but not with that last blast there. Another tip coming out from Fervian.
What do you want from me? Like, his own team is tipping him all
I'm
the
trying
time.
to remember. I think one of them is kind of a bully on the side of Boom ID.
It looks like it might be the
I think
troll.
it might
yeah.
be Dreamacell.
Oh, and Saksa with that Sandstorm might be able to survive here actually, but
No, I don't
just-
know. That's
yeah.
too much damage. Yeah, no, Makoto.
He didn't have
Zips
that
on
fort.
in.
He didn't have the TP. It was on 30-second cooldown. Because of that, he just has no way to run, nowhere to hide. They get him.
Nowhere to run to, nowhere to hide.
Mid lane Fata, the Crepify is used, but this troll, yeah, should be. Yeah, he shouldn't get him. He's actually 4k gold now, gonna get that BKB. SNY, Battle Fury, BKB. This is the power of that Battle Fury. If you get it fast, if you get it first, like suddenly you scale much faster, you farm much better. He's on 300 CS, 22 minutes in the game. Also, you can see the net worth, like
Yes.
he's almost 16,000. That's 6k, 7k ahead of his own Ember Spirit, who is the second one on the net worth charts.
Might be able to find Joe Cam over here. Smoke will break. 33, they pop the drums, gonna jump forward. Lands that Dragon Tail. Should be a tidy cleanup here. They chase after FBZ and Makoto. Do they have a stun though is the question. They have a lift. They'll be able to grab that Lashrek. And he's gonna try to buy himself some more time using that Yules. The Illuminate comes out.
And Saksa gets the kill. Dragon Form has been committed though, on 50% right now, so they need to do something with it. They need to go for this tier 2 on top. Like, you can't just be satisfied with pickoffs any longer if you are an IP. Yeah, it does put you in a little bit of a better spot when it comes to gold, but overall you're still 8k behind and you haven't really taken away too many objectives.
Well, like you said, they itemized for this earlier sort of push, so they really need to take advantage of it now because otherwise they're going to have a lot of trouble trying to
They already have
backtrack.
a lot of trouble. Right now they have to outplay Boom ID in order to win these fights because they are not the stronger team. There's a BKB on Troll and you can see that he's rushing straight at them to that top lane.
You get a steal off the Sandstorm, stolen by Rubik. They have the vision. Will
He's
get
gonna
taken
fall.
down.
And now they're chasing for more.
Yeah, Fata, he gets slowed down. Makoto chasing after him. He wants this. He's going to try to fight his way through, but that Illuminate and the last hit coming out from Fervian will take him down.
This is the issue. If they want to fight you, they're gonna. And if they catch you, you're gonna die. You can't do anything about that. And now Roche, I don't believe he can run anywhere. Not away from this troll, at least. You are 10k behind with a lineup that was supposed to be ahead, with a lineup that was supposed to steamroll, snowball, take one tower after another. The only thing that they have succeeded is taking this tier 1 on top and this tier 1 on mid. Everything else has been completely thwarted by Bo3. They played this game strategically so well that I'm impressed.
Double damage rune is going to get picked up by Ember there in the bottom lane.
Yeah, and Troll has the Aegis now, 3k gold, almost moving towards that Satanic. If you don't kill him before he pops that BKB, then you won't kill him with that Satanic either. He's gonna have so much status resistance too.
Things are looking really good right now for Bo3. Been playing the long game, so to speak. Still not even there, but
This is their time pretty much. This is their power spike. With the Sages, they're gonna be looking at taking these towers on the top lane, mid lane, and on the bottom. There's 3 tier 2s remaining.
look how fast these towers melt.
Yeah, the Lash. Oh, they smoke up. This is a good plan. Troll is the only one left top. And with the smoke, they can catch someone on the bottom lane and fight.
Making that rotation now. Dragon Knight jumps forward, followed up though. There's going to be the Epicera. He's going to be able to go burn him down. He's going to try to run out, but 33 took the bait, and Makoto finds himself a kill on the Nature's Prophet. He's still going. He's trying to find. Oh, he will find that Pugna. He cannot move. He's all chained up. He's stunned, and the Illuminate. Makoto gets another kill.
Bo3, man, they're making this look easy. They smoke up behind that troll, but they leave the troll top so that NIP, they have no clue where they are. They're thinking, all right, they're behind that troll. He's the one pushing. But no, instead they just go towards the bounties on the bottom lane. And DK actually blinks into them, thinking, this is easy bounty for me. Okay, that's a good pick off, but it doesn't really change a whole lot.
Doesn't change much.
Yeah.
I think Judgment
That's
is
Omni
absolutely
Slash as
fine
well.
with that.
Yeah, that's Omni Slash used, and now you have to go back and defend because this troll, look at him go.
They've got so much tower push, and just these movements coming out from Bo3 are just so good. Very efficient, very good.
And very
positioning.
disciplined as well. Look at that. They have the Aegis, but the Ember is not there, so they're like, all right, let's go back. Let's take the shrines first. There's no reason for us to go way too crazy and put ourselves in any sort of jeopardy.
And it's so easy to get carried away, just like, oh yeah, we've got a lot of momentum, we're going to keep going on this, but look how fast Fervian's just wailing away on that.
Radiant's bottom shrine has fallen.
Lincoln's gets picked up now on the Ember. He's not going to be able to blink forward and stun him up like he was before. Feels like Ninja's really on the back foot here. What can they do now, Lizard? What's the best course of action for them?
With the amount of farm that they have and the items that they have committed for, there's not a whole lot that they can do. Perhaps wait for a mistake of Bo3. That's usually what you do in this kind of situation. Perhaps try to split them up, create some sort of a numerical advantage on your side. But the problem is, every time you try and split push, like Saksa is right now, the Ember goes, he defends, and then he remnants back in. So you can't even do that. The number of options that they have are very limited, and there isn't a whole lot that they can do, sadly. They can just wait on the high ground and have that advantageous position and perhaps defend them. Try to defend until you get the items that are actually necessary for you to dish out the damage to this troll, please, because this is a beast.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Fervian already just hitting away. They'll use the Decrepify.
A tool to teach.
Dire's top tower.
There's just so much push coming out here.
Has
FNZ
Satanic completed as well now.
back.
Just spam him. That's it. You can't fight him, just spam him.
What they keep doing, they keep trying to Decrepify him over and over just so he can't actually hit anything. Makoto, though, will use the Slice. Oxus, it's so very low right now.
Jimasel as well, though he's getting lower. Like 30% HP Lincoln's has been given to him, but
He's fine. He's got a Satanic, he's got an Aegis, he's going to murder a Pugna right now, and they'll find the kill. They'll pop the Aegis though. Pugna gonna come right back up again. Makoto gonna get lifted up, crowd controlled in the background. They'll actually be able to take him down as they keep chasing now. There's another buyback. 33 is hoping to find someone. There's going to be the tree coming through, and they'd be able to go use the Dragon Tail over onto Jonah, take him down, hold him in place. And they still really would like to get this troll, but they have nothing to pierce this BKB. He should be able to TP himself out.
Yeah, they didn't want to go for the troll because of that BKB. Overall, though, from NIP, even though they bought back Fata and PPD, that wasn't really the worst fight ever. They didn't defend either, but it could have been worse. They could have lost the game right there. Everything could have went wrongly. But I believe maybe Bo3, maybe they were a little bit too eager to go in and fight because Troll was already way too low. And he pops his ulti, he gets controlled, he dies instantly with it. Like, he doesn't really contribute to that fight. And then the Ember and the Lash, they don't have that crazy Troll in front. So all the attention is turned to them and they just die. Overall, could have been played a little bit cleaner, a little bit better. And that's the only course of action for an IP. Wait for these mistakes, capitalize on them.
Warriors of the wood.
Dire are scanning. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
No Aegis any longer, so Roshan can respawn in around 3 minutes, which is gonna be the time for Bo3 to go for it again, but I'm thinking they're gonna go for this tier 2 before that happens. They're gonna take it at least on the top lane.
Soxa needs to be very, very careful.
He's playing
TP
fire.
himself out. Is he going to be able to make it in time? No, they'll root him up. They'll lift him to try to buy a little bit more time, but...
Yeah, unfortunately for him, the root comes out instantly and never lucky. He just dies there instantly with that ensnare.
These split pushing attempts have not been fruitful for the side of Ninjas. Like you said, they're putting that pressure now over in that top lane. Be able to take down the shrine, and then eventually once this creep wave shows up,
Radiant's top shrine has fallen.
go for the tower.
This creep wave on the top lane is approaching the tier 2. Fervian, yeah, he's gonna tank it. He doesn't care. He's a big boy.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, look at him go.
And just like that.
Yeah, they're
here's the
trying.
top.
They're trying though. The vessel is being picked up by PPD eventually, I suppose.
Eventually.
He has that turn. He's gonna go for it, which is gonna help versus the troll, versus the satanic, versus his ulti and lifesteal overall. But once that troll is level 25, he isn't even gonna care anymore.
Well, it's going to get a lot harder to hold down Mikoto now with that Blink Dagger.
Yeah. What they could perhaps do is split push, create a trap around this Furion. If Ember goes for the Furion, try to kill the Ember first, then go back to defend when you're fighting 4 versus 5.
So many pieces, though, that have to go correctly.
So many pieces, and it's not easy because that same Ember has a Blink Dagger, has a Linken's.
Smoke will get popped. Go. Found themselves KSQ. Dragon Form's going to get used, but there it is. There's the Will-O-Wisp going to be able to hold them in place. They'll be able to walk away. Back lines, though. See 33, he's putting out a lot of pressure over here. He's trying to just chase him down, but now Fata on the run. The BKB coming up from Fervian. He can't decide where he wants to go. We'll find 33, though, over on the side. Gets that root off. Hold him into place. Still just not having that lockdown that they need to really keep this fight going. If Ninjas are be able to maybe get out, although Soxa looks like he will get taken down.
He did have that Burrow strike ready and available, but he was just stunned.
Oh, but KSQD channels up the epicenter is going to get canceled out. There's going to be the Remnant going forward. Can they find the kill? Yeah, they'll be able to take down the Pugna. And now 33. He's got to run himself out right now, and there's going to get the chains going, thrown up with that Burrow strike, the root into place. They will take down Dragon Knight, and they're going to be able to take down Nature's Prophet. This is not looking good.
That's
the
GG.
GG gets called. Bo3 take the series 2-1 against Ninjas of Pajamas.
Who would have known? Like, some teams